Hello everyone and welcome to the official YouTube channel of Sport with Lewis. I'm Lewis, so you'll be mostly seeing my beautiful face, but I'm sure I'll receive some help along the way. My ambition in life is to be a sports journalist. I'm not sure exactly what route of journalism I'd like to go down yet, but it's all part of the fun of the journey. I'm a huge Gillingham FC fan, as you can see by the shirt, so I'd love to work for or around them, but we'll see where I go. I've done some bits covering the Gills and other Kent clubs for some people in the past, and currently actually, as well as anchoring my own interviews, but I'm just trying to get myself out there as much as I can. I start a university course studying multimedia sports journalism in September. On SWL, we're going to be covering as many sports as we possibly can. Allow me to tell you about my thoughts and my involvement with a few in some clips.
Football. I've loved football for as long as I've loved sport. It was my first love and remains my passion to this very day, so much so that it's my intended career path now. I eat, sleep and breathe football, and when I'm not talking about or playing it, I'm off supporting my favourite team, Gillingham FC. I tend to focus on English football, but I love all types, whether it be Spanish football, German football, Italian football, French football, the youth or the ladies game, so there'll be plenty of that on the channel. Cricket. I've only recently got into cricket over the last few years to be honest, but I've become pretty obsessed with it. I'm a huge Kent fan as well as England, and I've enjoyed nothing more than seeing Captain Owen Morgan revitalise the England white ball teams over the last few years. They're having a decent World Cup and I hope they can go on to win it. We'll see if Joe Root can do the same with the red ball lot, but it's certainly an exciting time for English cricket at the minute. Boxing. Who doesn't love a bit of two people punching each other in the mouth repeatedly? On a serious note, the men's heavyweight scene has been blown wide open recently following Anthony Joshua's shot loss to Andy Ruiz Jr. and the next couple of years promise to be huge. The other divisions for both genders are alive and kicking too, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Tennis. The British Championship Wimbledon is well underway and we're all biting our nails to see if the best player that Britain have produced in a long time can rise again after his injuries, Andy Murray. The world rankings are pretty tight right now, and I think we're seeing some of the best tennis that there's ever been. Table tennis. Table tennis is the main sport I play, and I've played it since I was 10 years old back in my school days, and it's a great way to have fun, keep fit and be competitive. I play for Howard Table Tennis Club and we've just destroyed the park to win our league and promotion to Division 1 of the Medway Towns League. It's pretty cool to watch as well, and Paul Drinkle is really my idol when playing. Badminton. I enjoy playing badminton and I've played it socially again since my school days, and it was actually how I met my girlfriend. It's the fastest racket sport in the world. You wouldn't know it watching the singles, but the doubles are pretty rapid. It's great socially, and I thought I was pretty good until I met my girlfriend, who has played for Kent for a few years now. It brought us together though, so I guess it did some sort of good. Pool and snooker. I've merged the two together as they're both pretty similar. These two are probably some of the most popular sports socially, and there's always a table in a pub. I had a pool table myself growing up, and my dad taught me how to play. I'm not great, but I really enjoy it and often go to the town centres to play with my friends. We compare ourselves to snooker players such as Ronnie O'Sullivan and Mark Selby, two excellent pros. My dad and granddad often play too, and they're both very competitive. Swimming. Again, probably one of the most popular social sports. Who doesn't love jumping in the pool on holiday when it's boiling hot, or going for a paddle at the gym after your workout? Some of the finest and most successful athletes and Olympians of all time are swimmers, such as Michael Phelps, and it's pretty hard work. Athletics. If you like sport, you're going to get into athletics at some point, especially when the Olympics come around. The variety of events makes it one of the most entertaining sports to watch in my opinion, and it's produced some absolute legends, like Usain Bolt, the fastest man ever. Hockey. It was actually the first sport I played at school. I was a pacey forward with a keen eye for goal and formed a great partnership with a good friend of mine until he nicked one of my goals once in a tournament. Watching a game of hockey is pretty keen on the eye too, and Great Britain's women are absolutely flying right now, which is pretty handy for everyone. Darts. I've had a dartboard in my room for years, and I won't lie, I proper fancy myself. It's always top on my birthday list each year, and I like a fresh one. I like to watch the brilliant Michael van Gerwen, and especially after the recent retirement of Phil Taylor, I think he's ready to take over the world for good, if he hasn't already. It's a great party atmosphere at events, and I really enjoy watching it. Golf. Stereotypically, and it sometimes can be, golf is seen as one of the most calmest sports out there. It can also be incredibly frustrating at times though. Doing something like going to a driving range for a bit or sitting in a buggy can help clear heads and relieve stress often. In terms of the pro game, it feels like majors are always taking place. It was great to see Europe regain the Ryder Cup recently, and I think few people didn't enjoy the rise again of Tiger Woods after he recently won the Masters. Rugby. In the rivalry, I'm a football guy, but I don't mind watching it if it's passing, union or league. The history of it is excellent too. It always feels like England comes so close to being the best at rugby but never quite make it. That title belongs to New Zealand, and what side they are. Racing. I enjoy all sorts, but Formula 1 is where it's at. The main man LH is on top of the world and you simply love to see it. It could definitely be more exciting and competitive, sure, but there's plenty of young talent out there, so maybe soon.
Obviously, it's impossible to mention every single sport in the little sketch. If something important comes up in any given sport, and I think it's worth covering, I'll put it out there. So Sport with Lewis isn't just going to be on YouTube. I've set up a Twitter and Instagram account, there's a Facebook page, a blog, the podcasts are going to be on SoundCloud, and of course here's the YouTube channel. I'm going to get a nice backdrop to cover all this blue stuff. So please do feel free to give all of our little platforms of the bigger platform a sub, a follow or a like to see all of our sporting content. Thank you very much for watching this launch video. I'll leave a link to everything down below, and if you did enjoy the video, please do give it a like. I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.